Today I'm out here with Evangelina. Evangelina, how old are you?
26.
And we were talking earlier, you're telling me you're out here homeless and sometimes you use drugs sometimes. So how long have you been homeless?
I've been homeless for about 2 years, something like that, yeah.
And what substances do you use?
I once in a while, occasionally use blues if it's around. If not, I'll do like Tina, or they call it G out here. I'll do that once in a while as well. But I'm not really like hooked on drugs, and that's not the reason why I'm actually homeless. But yeah, that's what I'm out here doing out here. Oh, and weed as well. I don't think that's a drug either way.
What you mentioned to me that you're transgendered. Do you want to discuss that a little bit?
Yeah, yeah, I'm transgendered, transgender female. I guess it's difficult being transgender female here, only because you have a lot of different predators out here that try to do some crazy things. But when you're out here, you do meet a lot of good people. You know what I mean? It's not like we're our own community, to be quite honest with you, and we're all just trying to make it. So being transgendered out here, it is kind of hard and time consuming, really time consuming. But yeah, I am transgendered.
Do you find more support out here because of your transgendered, or more hate?
A little of both, I think. A little bit of both. I am more accepted out here, that's for sure. So that's not the reason why I stay out here. I mean, being homeless is almost like a mental thing. I want to say, I do thank God every day that I can keep myself from not going crazy, because I do see people go crazy over even just the heat, it's so hot out here. There's times that I wish that I had the money in the world just to make some type of program for homeless, because there isn't really a program for us. I mean, there may be a little program here, but it doesn't really do anything. We've tried to sign up for the program to get assistance or whatever, but no one ever responds to us back. So it's kind of like a dead zone.
So you're saying there's no resources that people can go to when you're homeless?
Not really, to be quite honest with you. There were some police officers that came out and talked to us a little bit about that and said that what can we do to help you guys. And I'm like, well, first of all, the first thing you can do is stop telling us that we're trespassing, because then essentially you're breaking us down as human beings and telling us that we are trash and we are passing by and we shouldn't be in this area that is a public area. You know what I mean? So I personally don't like that word, trespassing. But they use that a lot. So I think that it hurts a lot of people's feelings out here. I've seen people cry because of over it, because they have nowhere to go. Like they're just essentially, people are like, well, where do they want us to be? In the sky? Like we can't be here, we can't be there. There's no place for us, So it's kind of sad, to be quite honest.
Are there any misconceptions about homeless people that you've learned that you might have had before, but now that you're out here, that you're seeing that there's misconceptions about the general public towards homeless people?
Yes, I think that a lot of people misinterprets what from a homeless person to a person who's just out here doing drugs just because they want to do drugs. There's a very big difference between us, because you see, people that are homeless, we're actually striving to be out here, to actually live day to day, trying to get something to eat, or trying to just stay in cool weather, because we don't want to get our skin dark. And there's a lot of us who care about that, but since there's no place for us, we try our best to stay out of the sun, so when we do go to places or areas that are cool, we're just kicked out. We're just told to leave, because of the way we look or whatever. But we can't help it, because there's no place for us to freshen up and whatnot, so that's a very big separation from the two.
How can people be more supportive towards two communities that you belong to, the homeless community and the transgendered LGBTQ community that you belong to. What type of support do you think is needed?
Well, first of all, trans women that are homeless, we have no support from neither side. We are actually alone. We are defending for ourselves when we're out here, and when I see another transgender woman, I befriend them only because I know that it's hard, you know. There's a lot of people out here that just don't understand that we are, even from those that are transgendered and are in the LGBTQ community, they look at us as like, ugh, like, you know what I mean, like, get away, like, ugh. You know, so we're like separated completely separated from either one community. So on that state of mind, I think that they shouldn't judge nobody by the way they look, by the way they are, because, you know, you just never know, you know what I mean? God does say that, you know, have faith as small as a mustard seed and see as it grows. So I definitely have faith that, you know, one of these days I will get off the streets, and one of these days I will pursue my dreams and do what I really want to do in life, you know?
And what do you want to pursue? What is it that you want to do in life?
I really would love it to become an actor, you know, an actress. You know? But if that doesn't happen, of course, there's a lot of people that are out for the same role or whatnot. But I would love to be in music, you know. I would like to go back to school and learn anything I can about music. That'd be great.
So you've had a passion towards acting and music all your life?
Oh yeah, that's been my passion forever. I think since I was a child, I've always dreamed of becoming somebody big. You know, I think I have the skills and the motivation to do it. It's just, you know, this is just a bump in the road. It's not where I belong, and just like, you know, what Carrie Underwood says in one of her music, it's what is it called? Temporary home. Yeah, this is definitely my temporary home. This is not where I belong. I've been separated, and especially separated through my family. I'm not seeing the same. So there's a lot of pain that comes with it. You know, that's one of the reasons why, you know, some people get stuck out here, because they don't know how to deal with their emotions, or never been taught how to deal with their emotional side. So that would be a very, very big reason why a lot of us stay stuck. But I've been grateful enough to learn, you know, wisdom, and to help people like realize and see, like, you know, they don't have to feel that way. They don't have to think that way. You know, there's always a better way, you know. But my passion is to motivate, acting and music, yeah.
Also, you mentioned this is your temporary home, but while you're out here, you are helping people, and you've actually helped people. You've kind of helped them revive them, right? Because they were they like overdosing, and you were there to help them.
Yeah. My first encounter that happened, I was so scared. My heart went through my throat. I immediately started CPR on them, and they completely turned purple. I was screaming at the moment. I was like, "No, you're not gonna die this time!" Banging on the guy's chest, and I said, "You're gonna wake up." I was like banging on, and he, you know, thank God, after literally like 4 minutes of doing like CPR, he woke up. And I was just like, oh my goodness, like that whole week I had one after another, young folks, 15, 16, 17, just dying on me. I'm like, if I wasn't there, they would have been dead. And you know, I guess it just became an addiction for me. My addiction was to come out here and help the lost, you know, and that's where I could have actually got out of homelessness a long time ago, but I just felt a calling, you know, this past year, just to be out here and helping people, and that kind of stuff takes finances, because I literally out of my own finances helped them, fed them, you know, and given them places to be, you know, stay at, because they didn't have nowhere to stay. And now that you know, the unemployment program is going to expire very soon, it's no longer going to be a financial resource for me to have. So yeah, I am forced to look for a job, but see, there's a problem. Looking for a job, you got to stay clean, right? Well, that's not always the case for us as homeless. That's one of the advantages that we do not have. We can't stay clean all the time, so it's kind of hard for us to even get jobs, you know. So that's why I can't stress it enough, you know, that there's so much buildings that are abandoned that they don't even use. Phoenix doesn't even use it. They don't use them. Why not turn them into hotels for the homeless? Like, I don't understand how they don't see the problem on the things that they are not doing and the spaces that they have that they do not want to give. It just blows me away, because where I'm from back home, and that's Texas, I'm from Texas, but back home I've never seen that one homeless in my entire life. This is my first time ever experiencing something like this. Drugs, forget about it. There was nothing like that back home. So yeah, I think that I was brought here for a reason, because people out here are very heartless. They don't really help, and if somebody was dying, I believe that they would probably just walk away. They wouldn't care. And I think that's like not fair, like, you know, to a lot of people who don't deserve that.
So hopefully when you do get out of this, you're working, you're being successful, whether that's in music or acting, you come back and you remember the folks that are out here and you try to help them, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It sounds like you have a passion for helping people. You have like this motherly love towards these people. A lot of young people, like you mentioned, right? 15, 16-year-olds, right? So you kind of take them under your wing and then give them advice and help them as much as possible. So I can see that about you. But first you have to help yourself.
Absolutely.
Right? So you can help others.
Yeah.
So hopefully your situation improves, and that's going to be by your doing, right? You decide to be strong.
And I do want to do that. It's just the problem is, where do I stay? You know what I mean? Where do I stay? The money's getting so tight right now. I can't even, like, I'm trying to get money right now to get even a rental so I could start doing Uber and Lyft, start something, you know what I mean? And at least that won't, like, you know, they won't judge me or not hire me because I'm already, you know, hired. But just missing the car part.
Do you have a phone?
I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you my information, and I'm gonna go look to see if I can help you find like a shelter somewhere that'll take you in for now, and then we'll go from there as far as, you know, and then see if subscribers can help you out. You know, I have 35,000 followers, and maybe somebody can help you with the job and kind of help you get started. Okay, so that's why it's good for you to share your story, share your vulnerabilities, because somebody's gonna hear this. You know, maybe somebody that's young and was confused and you know, feeling, who am I, right? Their identity.
And that's if I may speak on that, like, if there is anyone out there that is dealing with the same thing like I am, that is transgendered and don't know what kind of path to take or what to do, always be your authentic self, and always remember to smile, even when it's the hardest times in your life. Trust me when I'm telling you, you're gonna see things in a different light when you smile, because a lot of times people don't get that that kind of love, and people look for that. And so if you ever feel alone, if you ever feel you just, you know, if you feel like you're not wanted in any places, trust me, you are wanted. You know, there is love for you, and one day you will see that, you know. So always smile and be polite, be kind.
So that's great advice, and I'll give you my information. Are you hungry so I can get you some food?
I just ate.
Okay, so people donate and to get food, but you just ate, so I'm gonna give you my information, and we'll stay in contact, and maybe we'll do an update soon where it's looking a little bit better for you, okay? But right now, this interview is gonna help somebody, at least one person out there, okay? So thank you for the courage to share your story, and we'll talk soon, okay?
God bless y'all.
Bye.